It is also an area of military competition, where experts say Russia has built up its presence much faster than the West by reopening Soviet-era bases and modernizing its navy. With 53% of the Arctic coastline under its control, Russia has the largest presence in the region in terms of civilian ports like Murmansk and Arkhangelsk. It also has multiple airfields and military bases along its northern border. Concerns over potential conflict extend to Russia and the remaining Arctic Council members. These members, apart from Russia, all belong to the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. Recently, Russia has moved to expand its claims to the Arctic seabed. It was the same time that its invasion of Ukraine in 2022 led other members of the Arctic Council to suspend cooperation with Moscow. Since then, relations within the Council have become increasingly strained. The Kremlin says the Arctic is a zone of Russian strategic interest and suggested in February 2025 that Russia and the US could work together to develop natural resources. WION's principal correspondent, Sidharth MP, has traveled to the Russian city of Murmansk. He brings this exclusive ground report, emphasizing the strategic significance of the city of Murmansk and Russia's northern sea route.
The Arctic city of Murmansk in Russia's northwest is a strategic port city. This is the home base of Russia's nuclear-powered icebreakers. These are not ordinary ships. These are specially engineered so that they can cut through the Arctic Ocean or the frozen ocean. These vessels are not diesel-powered. They don't have to be refueled every single month. They can be refueled once and then they can go operate endlessly for at least 5 years, and only then they need to be refueled. These ships serve a very special purpose. They're more like escort ships. They lead the way, cut through the Arctic ice, and thereafter smaller vessels and other commercial ships can follow them through the Arctic. This is part of Russia's plan to create a shorter shipping route known as the Northern Sea Route, which links Europe and Asia. Let's remember that Russia's nuclear power agency Rosatom is the world's only operator of nuclear-powered icebreakers, such as the one you're seeing behind us.
Murmansk, home base of nuclear-powered icebreakers, are not just ordinary ships.
The typical shipping route between the farthest end of Europe and the farthest end of Asia through the Suez Canal would be about 20,000 kilometers long. But Russia's alternative shipping route through the Arctic, known as the Northern Sea Route, is said to be just about 13,000 kilometers long. This is about 40% savings that the Russian government claims. They believe that if the Northern Sea Route has more uptake and more participation, certainly there would be a reduction in shipping costs, reduction in fuel costs and manpower costs. They believe that this is a shipping route that will open up further as climate change melts the Arctic. And even in the harshest of winters, Russia has an icebreaker fleet that can cut through Arctic ice and facilitate shipping there in the frozen ocean. We're coming to you from Atomflot Murmansk in northwestern Russia. Atomflot is a Russian government company which operates the world's only fleet of nuclear-powered icebreaker ships. In fact, the two ships you're seeing behind us are exactly of that type. They're powered by nuclear reactors. A usual diesel-powered ship can only run for 1 month on its own fuel. After that, it has to refuel. But these ships, once you fuel them with nuclear fuel, they can run at a stretch for at least 5 years. And these ships are meant to be used in the Arctic or the icy ocean. These ships are meant to cut through the ice sheets and clear a shipping passage, particularly for cargo ships that can follow them. That's the speciality of this particular fleet. Right now, Russia has 8 nuclear-powered icebreakers, and very soon they hope to build 4 more to add to their fleet of nuclear-powered icebreakers.